Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, this is the first time, welcome on in to ProDivinity 1111. My name is Anu and I'm your intuitive tarot host. We're just cleansing your space to make it fresh, make it new, and then we're going to get right into it. So it is a pick a card, you can choose multiple piles, it is also timeless, so you'll come across this message when you're meant to see it. And the topic for today is what new chapter is beginning, or what new beginning is coming your way or is available to you. We have pre-drawn a few oracle cards and we'll do a live tarot shuffle through the reading. So your options for today are number one, the box, that's pile one. Pile two, we have the gem. And then pile three, we have the poet. Okay, so those are your options. Again, you can watch multiple piles, but just start with the one that appeals to you the most, that calls to you the most, and I will see you at your selection. Hi, pile one. This is for those of you who chose the first oracle card here, the box. So take a look at it. Again, it's just... first things that's coming off right away is if you look at the colors over here, it's like the rainbow after a dark, gloomy, rainy time, right? All the darkness after that really comes a lot of sunshine and rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. Some of you really like butterflies and unicorns. You may have outfits with those, I don't know. But the reason you were drawn to this particular oracle card is it's called a box, and this literally represents, to me, this is you, okay? This pure gem, this pure light within that represents you, and around you, you have all these structures, all these norms and expectations and responsibilities and how you're supposed to behave, to act, to dress, to talk. All those, conditioning rules that have been around you. Now, with this coming through, we're tapping into what's the new beginning. The new beginning is you getting out of the box, okay? And for some people, it can literally be a completely new identity that may be forming, or you may be coming into a new form of expression, a self-expression. But for a lot of the people watching this is really, again, at a very large scale collective level, this is breaking away from the mundane, this is breaking away from the matrix, this is breaking away from, as I said, the box that has been defining you all your life. Pretty much like these are layers and layers and layers and layers, right? All the way from our childhood to how things keep growing and growing and growing, and they just keep boxing us in. That stuff is breaking free, okay? When the box shows up, you're actually getting out of the box, whatever that term means to you, okay? So there is a new beginning in your, not only your self-expression, but also your self-identity. How you see yourself, what do you associate yourself with, what career, relationships, friend circles, activities, lifestyle, nutrition, take it, the clothes you wear, the way you wear your hair, like your philosophies. You're changing on a lot of things, and it could be a bit of a dramatic shift for those around you, but you're that light. You're going to become so bright. So let's see what else we have. We have some oracle cards. Quite a few wanted to come, like a lot of decks wanted to come and talk today. So we'll go through them. So do be patient. So we're going to put this in the corner over here. The box goes to the side. We'll put the box over here and let's see if we can see it clearly, and then see what else we have. So Spirit, let's tap further into group one. What is the new beginning for them? Oh, so beautiful. You have inner peace, okay? And this oracle, this artistry is pretty interesting because yes, it has a lot of beautiful imagery on it, but what's really standing out to me is the koi fish, or the catfish, whatever this is. The koi, yeah. So this inner peace is actually going to attract a lot of abundance to you because you're going to feel complete. Now, remember, when we talk about the box or the expectations, there can also be a lot of conditioning around let's say, what is the expectation of you in terms of what does abundance look like, right? So there may have been some programming around, hey, if you're a certain age, you got to be in a certain job, you got to have a certain title, you got to have a certain social status, whatever that is, homeowner, car owner, I don't know, lawnmower owner. So those things are coming through. Spirit definitely has quite a funny sense of humor today. Lawnmower owner. I don't know where that came from. That's just to like cheer some of you up. So that type of label is knocking off, and there's just like inner peace in the sense like you're just gonna feel complete no matter what you've been conditioned to believe. And when you are in such a powerful present energy, when the terms I am, you will feel like I am, I just am. And that is a very, very fulfilling and a very powerful place, because guess what? When you have that level of inner peace, you do attract even a lot of material abundance to you. So, the big flowers and the koi fish always represent monetary abundance to me. So materially, there's also things lining up for you, and this is coming from within. As you let your inner light shine, you create a lot of space within through this piece. And because you are no longer chasing things, I think there's a sense of it's such a big shift in your energy from being in the box or being boxed in to just breaking the box, that for a while you're just gonna actually feel surprised at how peaceful things are when you no longer put the if then else of society on them, on your expression or your achievements, accomplishment, your life stage. There is a lot of inner peace coming from here on out. This is a very different view that you have on your life. Let's see what else. These are very deep messages. We have number 18, or the number 9, best possible decision. And this is goddess Artemis. So Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. This again, Artemis, you want to maybe read up on her as well. She was quite strategic. Of course, she was very intuitive. She's a goddess. There's a crescent moon on her hair as well, or on her tiara or crown, whatever she's wearing. But she was a fighter. Okay, she was a fighter and a very strategic fighter. She made strategies. She could, do battle strategy and even like court. By court, I mean the whatever higher powers, man. What are they, like the kings and queens? The court, their court. Okay, I had decisions on that. So if this is something you've decided that you're no longer going to be a certain way, this is like Artemis coming out and telling you that's the best possible decision you could make for yourself, no matter how out of the box it sounds to the people around you. Okay, and the number 18 reduces to a 9. 9 is about wishes coming through. It is like I'm getting the 9 of Cups energy with this. So as you follow your inner light, you make the best decision and you follow your inner peace as well, you're going to attract a lot more abundance and just happiness and peace overall in life. So let's see what else. We have Vata, which is the element of air. I'll let you look at the card. It's interesting. It's Vata, but there's also, this looks like a waterfall to me. Very interesting. So air and water may be prominent in your chart. And then we have Buddhi. Oh my goodness. Buddhi means intelligence. And what's coming through is, when we're talking about the best possible decision. So you're tapping into your intelligence really well at this time from here on out. And both of these, interesting. Do you see how the colors are very different? This is air element. This is more of the crown, not the crown chakra. This is like the solar plexus yellow is coming through, but they're both talking about the same concept. Air talks about thoughts, our strategy, our mind, our intellect, and Buddhi literally is our intellect. So, and then we have the color blue here as well. So what I'm getting is this is a time where your mind and your heart are a lot more in sync because you've unboxed or you have decided to unbox. Okay, ideas are going to start flowing, creativity is going to start flowing. Keep tapping into the creative ideas that you get, especially with the Vata. And because I'm getting water energy with the air over here, think of which thoughts that come to you, ideas that come to you that kind of excite you, make you happy, and make you like feel full of life. That is your spirit. You know, when you feel those butterflies and get excited about something, that's your soul calling. Okay, that's your purpose. And purpose does not have to be a very big purpose in life. We have many purposes in life. So even following our bliss is like, actually following our bliss is the biggest purpose we have as human beings. But we get caught up in the matrix and in the, you know, the programming that we go through. So make a list of the ideas that you keep getting, because this new journey, the more you open up to your intellect and connect your emotions to it from a place of inner peace, the more you're going to find out that you're making more and more better decisions and heading into a completely different direction in life. Wow. Okay, let's see what we have from the Sun Oracle. We have Mars in Pisces, escape. It's interesting the word escape is coming up over here, because that's what I keep feeling, that you're escaping from the box. But back to this is the 12th house. The Pisces is the most intuitive sign, and in our natal chart, Pisces, or the 12th house, represents our subconscious, our inner belief system, our philosophies of what our gut instinct tells us, what lays beneath the surface. Okay, this is usually hidden. It's hidden from the world. It's very personal. It's how we think through things. And you have Mars. Okay, Mars is all about action. So for some of you, this is also calling you to actually escape your own inhibitions, you know, any subconscious fears, any subconscious traps or expectations that you've been holding yourself into. It's time to get out of that. And with Mars being here, Mars is action, it's fire, it is go, go, go time. Okay, listen to your intuition and take action on it. That's coming through quite strongly over here. Let's see what else we have. Mercury in Scorpio in the 8th house, extremism. Interesting imagery over here. So Mercury, again, going back to intellect. You have a lot of, there is a breakthrough moment for you. Whatever this next phase of life is, there's a very clear breakthrough, because you're breaking out of the box. You're making decisions from your intellect and from your creative ideas. You're taking action on them, and for this, like, again, Mercury is the mind. Okay, so there is mind and there is action. Those are the two themes we're getting for you quite clearly. So if you put your mind to something, you can take action on it, and you'll find yourself in really, really positive and what's the word for it, not coincidences, but serendipity. That's what's coming through. You'll find yourself in serendipitous situations the more you tap into the more you align your light and shadow, the more you align your heart and your mind. Okay, but this one, the imagery is quite interesting, because it says extremism, right? So, and I was getting that feeling with, there are so many layers and layers and layers and layers built around you. It may have felt like you've been trapped. Okay, and this is, again, I see, like, you know, I don't know who's doing what, but one, like, she looks like she's breaking away from someone, right? It is the 8th house. The 8th house is about joint resources. This is, you know, the money we get from banking, counting, loans, mortgages, shared loans, money from our spouses or partners, inheritances. This is the money that we don't control individually, but it's from another source, and, you know, commissions and stuff also sits in there. But because of the extremism and the imagery here, this is also showing, like, you know, finally breaking away from our extreme subconscious behaviors. The 8th house is the house of Scorpio. It is the death and rebirth. It's the phoenixing house. So we usually phoenix when does a phoenix rise? When it has burned down, right? And that's the last stage of a life cycle. So there's something you're breaking away from, and for some of you, this could be Also like breaking away from a relationship that's been a very long-term relationship, because it's the 8th house, it's ruled by Mars, actually ruled by Mars and Pluto. So these can be very long cycles, because Pluto moves very, very slowly, right? So you're breaking away from some of those scenarios. Please take it as it fits. But there is a sense of freedom is what I'm hearing. There's such a big freedom coming through with these cards. Okay, let's see what we have. We have a Saturn. Oh my gosh. Wisdom. Okay, as I said, you're really growing in your wisdom. Now, this again talks about structures. Look at that. We have discipline, structure, time, responsibility, and tasks. So looks like you may be closing a very, very long cycle where you've been under a lot of restrictions, under a lot of responsibilities, I'm hearing. And Saturn usually is a 7.5-year cycle. So just think about what's happened, if that's what's happening for you. How things have been heavier in the last decade, let's say, or maybe if you're in the middle of it, the last 3.5 years, how they've felt. It's almost like you're closing that cycle, you're closing that chapter. And Saturn is like the tough father, okay? It rules the 10th house. It's a tough father. All Saturn wants us to do is think through every single little detail, make a plan, work on the plan, work hard. And if we work hard, we get results. We get results, right? So you've been working hard. It's time to reap the rewards from all of that hard work. I'm just gonna move these here. I do have 2 more oracle cards. So I feel like, yeah, that long cycle is finally wrapping up with Saturn over here. And let's see what are the final 2 oracle cards. We have, oh yes, the Clover, the luckiest card in Lenormand, and the stars. Oh wow, wow. So these 2 showing up, this says, like, it's also like Saturn is the karmic wheel, and it's reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune. So that wheel is turning, what's been laying down has to turn and come up. So that wheel is turning, or your luck is turning around, and your wishes are coming true. This is all about wishing upon a star and your wishes coming true, okay? So this may be a time where you feel very liberated, very independent, very clear form of self-expression, and kind of breaking away from very heavy times is what I'm hearing, okay? So whatever this applies to, this can apply to many, many areas of our life. This can be a job. This can be getting out of a very difficult job, or like, let's say we're closing our business, or we're starting a business, or, we've been boxed in a relationship. We're breaking away from that. Or maybe we've been boxed into a certain geography and we're finally able to break away from that. So there is some sort of decision that you're making based on your gut instinct, on what your intuition is telling you. It may be different than how people would, or what people would recommend you to do, but it is the best decision possible that's coming up over here, okay? All right, Pile 1, let's see what Tarot has to tell us. Spirit, what does Pile 1 need to know about this new beginnings? What does Pile 1 need to hear? What does Pile 1 need to know about this new beginning? Whoa. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, and it came like spinning out. I will explain what that means. I don't take reversals, but I do. I'm an intuitive reader, so I do get the messages regardless. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands. Look at you standing in your power. The Queen of Swords. Woohoo! Love that energy. Love it. Let's get one more. Woo! The Strength card. Okay, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so what you need to know about this new beginning. Okay, first of all, as you break out of your metaphorical box, okay, as you break out of it, what's clear is you're gonna have to, again, what we're seeing here, this has been a long cycle for you, and the Strength is showing up, right? This is major arcana showing that you've been strong, you have really persevered, you've been very resilient through life stage or this situation that's been going on. And that strength is actually going to pay off big time now, because we have the Knight of Cups. So they'll be like beautiful, as I said, serendipity. Serendipitous events would be happening. Offers would be coming to you. There'll be like a lot of joy and peace available to you, okay? But it starts with these two energies. And this, you have to really lean into being the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, again, there's like a lot of divine feminine energy coming through over here. She's very intuitive. She knows what she wants. And a lot of times, okay, most of us know what we want. Most of us know what we want. The difference is we often don't express it. And that's where the boxes come, right? The layer is a nice way to say it, nice way to express, nice way to talk, with colleagues, with friends, it just builds on and on and on. So most of us do know what we want, but we don't express ourselves. But here, the Queen of Swords, it's a bit of I will call out, it is a bit of an overcorrection. Okay, when the pendulum swings so far one way that it puts us in a box where we're not expressing, getting like all clammed up with the expectations, and the pendulum is going to break and swing the other way. And that's what this is. So just be a little cautious with this energy. It is absolutely necessary to set your boundaries, to claim your space, to be very clear and articulate clearly what you expect of other people and what you want to do with your life. But the Queen of Swords can be a little cold. Now, what the message is coming through very clearly is absolutely stay in your power, establish yourself. You are the queen. Speak clearly. Do not be afraid. You're very strong. You're stronger than you think. But what Spirit really wants to call out is there's no need to engage with people who are just there to mess your peace. Okay? It is, darkness and light both exist in the world for a reason. Okay, one cannot exist without the other. One needs the other. We need balance. We need contrast in life. That is quite necessary. If you want to actually sidebar, if you want to go listen to 𝗪𝗵𝘁 talk about, you can search up on YouTube, talk about contrast. Okay, and the contrast will present itself, and contrast usually teaches us what to appreciate more. If you didn't know what is bad, you won't know whatever is good is how good it is. Okay, so contrast has a place in our world. It is there for a reason. So what Spirit is saying here is let the contrast be, acknowledge it, just, observe it and walk away from it. Okay, because you are in such a powerful place now after breaking away from, the previous life stage, that you don't need to engage with these people who are there just to mess with your peace. You worked hard. You've really worked hard. You persevered. You are ending this karmic cycle. Okay? And the more clear, the more commanding you are in how you want to shape your life, the faster the universe can deliver, right? Because you are absolutely clear, not just in what you say. This is not just about the words. This is about vibration. This is about, okay, are you able to be who you want to be? And when you vibrate at that level, the universe can easily pick up on that energy and match it. But your job is not to engage with these people or elements or things that, are just trying to bother you. They're just trying to create the opposite of peace. Just like, remember, contrast has its place. It is there to help us grow from it, and for some things just ignore, because you are coming into very, very beautiful things over here. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. So what is the advice for my group ones as they embark on this journey, as they tap into their strength? And I really get command your presence. It's the advice is Page of Cups. Let's get some more. Okay, we'll go this way. Let's see how many I can get through. Okay, Page of Cups, the Hierophant. I knew that. The Tower. Wow. Oh, ooh, everything's getting knocked over. Do you see? Everything's getting knocked over, and that's what you're doing because you're breaking out. You're breaking free. So the advice from Spirit is here. Page of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Tower. Command your presence. I will repeat myself, but I love to say this whenever the Tower comes up in my readings. This is when Spirit really comes in and says, hey, you know what needs to change? Come and create your own change. Create your own Tower moments. They are the strongest times in your life. When you know the foundation is shaky for whatever you've built on. And again, it's a tall tower, right? So you probably worked and elevated to the place you are. And then you look back and you realize, this is not what I want. This is not how I expected my life to be. I'm going in a completely different direction. Now, with that understanding, with that realization, the moment you tap into your strength and make a decision, okay, this is not it. I'm willing to walk away from this. That's where you are creating your own Tower moments, right? The universe does not need to intervene. Spirit does not need to intervene. And you get rewarded for that a lot. You may not see it in the immediate term, but that brings tremendous growth. That gets you to the level of the Hierophant, okay? That's where you create your own traditions. And the way, what happens is with you shining your own light. You see how much light is coming out from this Hierophant. That's the light. You're going to shine so bright that you're automatically going to draw a lot of positive things to you, okay? But this is advice from Spirit is like, look, go back to the childlike dreams that you had. What excites you? Remember we were talking about here with the ideas and the emotions, like what makes you happy? What idea has been like sitting in your subconscious forever? And when you think about it, it just brings a smile to your face, right? That's what your Spirit is calling you to do. That's your soul purpose. Create your own tradition. Knock off all the false expectations. Knock off some silly, I would say, norms that you've been known and you've lived all your life. Just knock them out. Shatter them. Shatter them without even thinking twice. Again, if your soul is asking you to do that, right? Because that's your truest form of expression. And as you grow, as you shine light, you are actually helping others around you because they see how authentic you are and it inspires them to live their authentic self as well, okay? So this is where, you know, when I talk about purpose or life purpose, I tell people, your purpose is to be yourself, to be your authentic self. Because when you're authentic self, you shine so bright, you're full of peace and happiness and just brightness all around. You naturally raise the vibration of the entire planet, of every single person that comes in contact with you, like you're shining so bright. Do you know, if you want to read about auras, you know, a person's aura, when you enter a room, can reach out up to 60 feet. That's the impact. You won't even know that you're a walking, talking light projector, right? So that's what this is. And that's the purpose of every single person on earth, is be your authentic self so you can shine bright. And, you know, it's like the candle. A candle that's lit can light 100 candles. It's not going to lose its flame. The collective flame is going to keep growing. That's what this is. That's the advice from Spirit, is create your own Tower moments. Anything else, Spirit, for pile 1 and this new journey, this new self-expression, this new form coming? I feel you're coming into your true self. Anything else, Spirit? Five of Swords. There we go. Yeah, let's get, let me see if this fits in the frame. Okay. You're just knocking everything over. I'm telling you, you're creating ripples, and ripples in time and timelines, and not just for you. Remember, when you clear your karma, of course you clear your next generation's karma, but you also heal the karma before, the ancestral karma. You send a lot of healing to your ancestors, which further brings you more positive blessings, right? So let's get 2 more. 5 of Swords. So again, stop engaging with people who literally are just like, actually this one is more internal. So pick your battles wisely, first of all, okay? Yes, we're creating our Tower moments. Yes, we're really stepping into our power and claiming our space and our power. But do it from a place of love. Okay, with the Page of Cups over here, it's all about the happiness, the inner peace, the joy that this change brings you. Okay, not from a place of wanting to prove yourself to others. The moment that comes into your energy field, that becomes an egoic expression. Okay, for example, let's say some of you are leaving a relationship behind, or let's say some of you, let's make it a little easier. Okay, a little bit which is not that heavy. Let's say you're leaving a job and you want to start your own business. Spirit is reminding you, whatever shift you make it from a place of joy and make it for yourself, not from an outward projection, because this Five of Swords happens when we're trying to win at all costs. You see, this person is carrying 4 swords in one hand, and they're yielding 1 sword, and they're people kind of like, beaten in the past or in the background. The point is not even needing to prove yourself to others. Let's say this is parents, okay? Or let's say this is your partners or your friends. As you change, as you grow, of course, you're going to have people who are going to ask you, hey, why all this all of a sudden? Like, what are you doing? Try not to get into a stage of convincing them. That's not your job. Just state your truth. Just state what your vision is, what you're trying to create, and move on. If they accept it, great. If they don't accept it, move on. So you have to constantly keep clearing your energy and keep checking that you're not falling back into the trap of the ego and expectations where you have to convince the other people of your viewpoint, okay? And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. You will get rewards. You will get rewards of your hard work. Let's get one final card, and then we'll get just a final message from Ganesha Oracle for you. One final message for pile 1. No? Okay. Shine your light. You have the light within. You have Major Arcana, Hermit. You may have Virgo placements. So we have Virgo, Taurus, Leo at the table, and let's see, Fire, Earth. You have all the signs. Water. Yeah, everything is here. But Leo and Hierophant, Taurus, and Virgo energies is showing up pretty well. So build a plan. Build a plan. A Hermit is the Virgo Major Arcana. It also talks about being very detail oriented. I think that came up for you somewhere before when I said, because detail oriented, yeah, with Saturn. Okay, so build a plan. Build a plan. Listen to your intuition. You're being guided on this path. Your inner wisdom is guiding you on this path. Keep following it. Keep following it is what I'm hearing. Okay, that's the main thing. But yeah, this is a completely new way where you're following your own light and not being trapped in the box of expectations, okay? So let's get you one final message from the Ganesha Oracle. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. So I just wanted to use this deck today for you guys. What is the message for my beautiful pile 1? We have Harmony, number 22. So again, you have inner peace, you have harmony, you have buddhi, you have luck, you have wishes coming true, you have the Hierophant, you have the Hermit. Okay, these are very internal energies. Again, all of these. So Ganesha is really calling you to, actually, I'm also seeing a lot of solar plexus energy. So going back to the inner peace part, this is what you're being called to do, is like really create balance within yourself. Have so much inner peace and confidence that you just have created your own harmony. Peace and harmony, that should be your goal. That's what you should strive for. And if any of the decisions you make, this could be a good gut check, or hey, is this going to bring me peace? Does this feel harmonious with my inner being? Then that's the right path, right? If it creates inner chaos, it's probably not the right path for you, right? So that's what Ganesha is saying. And Ganesha is going to, like, remove all the obstacles for you. Any of these obstacles that appear are going to be cleared by Ganesha. But as Ganesha is saying, Focus on your peace and harmony. Shine your own light. That's all you need to do, and the rest will fall into place. All right, pile one, that's what I have for you. If you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications so you know when I post my next video. And with that, I wish you much love, light, and positivity. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 2. This is for those of you who chose the second oracle card, which is the gem. A little bit similar overall essence to the first group with the box there, so you may want to watch that if you have time. But the gem, literally, this represents you. Okay, this is your inner light. Look at how vibrant all the colors of the rainbows, which represents all the 7 chakras. Okay, your chakras are really aligned, really lined up right now. But with the gem showing up, and if you see all, this looks like a nest to me, right? So what I'm picking up is like, this may have been a time in your life where you may have felt things have been very slow, that you've not been able to come out and shine, okay? But what the artistry or the imagery in this card really shows is actually you've been being protected, okay? For example, let's say you've been working toward a promotion and you've never been getting a promotion, even though you're a stellar employee or, you know, a member of the team, but you just never get ahead. And sometimes that can dim your light. That's just an example. The fact is, we may not see why we're not progressing because we have like literally a bit of a too much of a laser focus on just the goal, but we don't have visibility into everything that comes with it. So your universe, spirit has been protecting you from that, because let's say that promotion, when you get promoted, you'll have a different set of peers, colleagues around you, and that could be really, really toxic. It actually really affect your mental well-being, which affects your entire health and well-being. Yes, it does come with a title and a pay raise, but that's the stuff that, you know, we often don't see, right? That's just an example. It could be something like that on anything that you've been trying to achieve and you felt there's been a major slowdown in that. That's because it's not divine timing. You're not behind, first of all. Spirit really wants me to iterate that message. You are not behind. You are exactly on time, okay? You don't stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing if your friends and family and neighbors and whoever, any second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth degree acquaintance has made it to a certain level and you have not. That is the wrong outlook. That is the programming. You came here to live your life on your timeline. So you are exactly on time. And this is like preparing you to now come out and shine, okay? So the nest has kind of fallen away. So let's see what this new beginning is. This definitely is a new beginning available to you where you'll be able to shine your light. So I do have a few oracles that I've pre-pulled. We'll go through the oracle cards. Quite a few decks wanted to talk today, so this is going to be a longish reading. So sit back, relax, and then we'll get tarot and advice from Spirit. Okay, so what's this new? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot this card came out for your group. Hey, whatever. There is new beginnings. Okay, and it's a plural, so there may be new beginnings in several aspects. And I like how the colors kind of coordinate with the gem that we have over here. So, all around, I feel this layer of protection that had been built that was shielding you from a lot of, let's say, from like our human point of view, accomplishments, achievements, reaching a certain life stage in our life. All that is falling away because now you're strong enough. It's almost like giving me a level of like, the analogy that's coming through is like, the difference between any rock or even like coal or any rock and a diamond is the pressure that the diamond goes through, or the pressure that the diamond sustains. So it's almost like you've been cooked in that pressure and you're now ready to shine like the diamond, okay? And that takes time, okay? Not everybody is a diamond, and actually everybody is, but it's not like there's good or bad in the world. There are just different different paths for each person and each soul incarnated for a very specific person, but each has that inner light. Okay, each is on a different path. So again, going back on not comparing yourself to others, but I feel you have gone through the pressures and the test of time. Now you are ready. You are ready. You are out of the pressure cooker. Okay, you're ready for pretty much anything new that you want to create for your life. Because I just am at such a loss of words with this card, new beginnings. So a lot is conspiring, a lot is falling into place for you. Just keep your energy open and just trust, like literally. Another thing is coming through is like you have to almost trust in something to the point of delusion for the universe to deliver. Okay, that's how much you gotta believe something. So believe that you're worthy, believe that this is time, and you will get what you want. Whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. Just your concept of time may be different than how spirit sees it. Okay, so there are a lot of new beginnings coming. Let's see what else is. What is this new chapter about? We have safe home. So number 39 or 3 might be important to you. 3 is all about creation, but this says safe home. I cast the circle round about. Safety now is beyond doubt. Wow. It's actually circles coming through. So this has so many meanings. For a lot of you, it feels like this is finally a time in life where you're able to create your own foundations. Okay, safe home can mean just literally the structure. So some of you are buying a home or contemplating getting a home, moving apartments, moving your location to a different neighborhood, a different state. All of those are literally open and available, and they're literally showing up at the table right now with the new beginning. So any of those areas are possible. And then beyond just the structure, what we also have is the construct of family. Okay, either you're starting your own family or you're getting back together with your family, whatever that term means to you. This could be, reunion with parents. So mother and father are coming through with the home. Home is usually the 4th house, which is the home of the mother. Okay, so some of you are finally able to reconnect with your mother or resolve issues if you've had any. And again, if you choose to do that, then this is the right time for it. That's what I'm hearing. And some of you are actually taking care of a motherly figure, a maternal figure in your life. It does not have to be your direct mother. It can be, but 4th house is the house of the mother. And I'm also hearing, because 4th and 10th house is the house of the father, the house of Saturn. You could also see more support coming from the paternal side as well. But basically there's some healing, major healing with the maternal side. Okay, and this could also be a maternal lineage, matriarchy. So from your mother's side, there could be some healing through the ages as well. Some ancestral healing is happening. Wow, a lot of messages coming through. My brain is not able to comprehend and catch up with all of them. They're just coming in so fast. So just that term, safe home, will mean a lot of different things because a lot of different people are watching. But mother, actual home, family, starting a family. Maybe some of you are becoming a mother or the father. That's a possibility over here. If you've been thinking about it, again, it's a good time. That could also actually take this back to the womb, right? Cooking. That's where those things were coming through. Is probably, now you may be giving birth soon, or there's a baby building within those of you. Some of you may be pregnant. That's coming through, but definitely there's a very safe, humble, comforting time of your life that you're coming into. If this does not relate to like a structure, or if it does not relate to physical family, then this is really talking about you feeling finally you've created the comfort for you. Okay. Whew. All right. This is going to be a long reading. Sorry. We have Satya, which is truth. Okay. So we're tapping into what is this new chapter? You're coming into your true form. What is your truth? And there's one more. We have Ganesha. Wow, actually, if you haven't seen pile 1, I have Ganesha as the final oracle messages that we'll draw. So you have Ganesha. Okay, if you're not familiar with the deity, Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. Ganesha is a very gentle, is a child god, okay? You know, whose head was replaced by an elephant. There's a whole story. I'm not going to go into it. There was a reason for it. But basically, he is the most gentle god, and Shiva, he's Shiva's son. So skipping all of that, not getting into it, Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. And you have your truth. So you have the support to now completely live your truth. Live your way, live your life the way you want to live it. Come into your true expression, because Satya is truth, okay? Literally, it translates to truth. But with Ganesha coming here, this is a time where obstacles are coming out of your life. They're moving out. You have a lot of abundance. Ganesha loves, you know, good food, surroundings, just, you know, childlike activities. Ganesha is very happy in that. So that's what looks like it's coming for you, especially with the safe home and these messages over here. You're finally going to feel, you know, maybe like tap back into your inner child. Feel how happy you were when you were a child, when you could be free and then just like play and do make-believe, whatever that is. Go back to that time. If you like flowers, get flowers in your home, plant some flowers. All those elements are going to really help elevate, and of course, you know, it brings you closer to Gaia, brings you closer to the green, the heart chakra. It's going to open up your heart chakra even more and help you shine even more. Okay, so quite a few things. Very happy, truthful expression that is coming for you. Let's see what we have from the Sun Oracle. We have Mercury in Cancer, 4th house. Ooh, 4th house is the house we were talking about. Wow. Wow, I'm blown away. Okay, so Mercury in Cancer. Cancer is like the 4th house is all about family. It's about taking care. It's about being generous. It's about being kind. You may have Cancer placements in your chart, but this is the time when your intuition is really picking up, okay? What are you being called to do? What is your truth? Again, your brain, your intuition, your heart and your mind lining up. Similar theme to pile 1. I'm not trying to make you watch many piles, but just sharing the similar themes over here. This is a time where whatever intuitive decisions you make are going to lead you down the right path, okay? And again, 4th house, a lot of harmony in the home and family front. And then we have Jupiter in Pisces, the 12th house, seduction. Okay, this is really nice because, you know, again, Pisces is our subconscious. It is the hidden. It is what we hide from the world, what we keep secret. With Jupiter coming through and seduction coming through, this is again your true form of expression, okay? Where have you been hiding? Who is your true self? What do you want to accomplish in life? How do you want to live your life? Show, like, this is a time where you don't need to be afraid to show the real you to the world, okay? And this can apply in many things. Let's say you've been working in the wrong profession, you've been in the wrong relationship, you've been in the wrong neighborhood, in the wrong country, whatever that is. It's been kind of hindering your growth. This is the time where Jupiter, whatever Jupiter touches, it expands. So it's going to expand your aura. 12th house, Pisces, is also the house of intuition, okay? So very strong intuitive nudges are coming where you may find yourself like going on a very different path, unique path that is true to you. It may not be anybody else's path, remember that. But again, the more you listen into that, the more you don't hold yourself back in your expression, the more things are going to start clearing out for you, and the path is going to be paved with flowers, literally, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so don't hold yourself back. This thing again, because it's showing up in the 12th house with seduction, it's almost giving me the vibes that you probably have been like keeping yourself small. okay, that you've not been expressing yourself. Like, it's, for example, this could be the way you dress, the way you express yourself, the colors you wear, the way you do your hair, you know, the type of shoes you wear, I don't know, the type of bags you carry. It's been a very traditional form which has been expected of you. So you may have been keeping yourself small, and I don't mean by keeping yourself small, keeping yourself in the most accepted physical appearance, okay? So next time you're stepping out of the house, just do a simple exercise and see if you, when you're putting on clothes, it's like, are you trying to shrink, sorry, the word is shrink. Are you trying to shrink yourself to fit in? Or are you really truly going out with your full expression? Do things for yourself. That's what I'm hearing with Jupiter, because Jupiter, the more abundant, the more free you feel in how you walk and talk and dress and just be yourself, the more life is going to become easy for you. Okay? All right, and we have the 6th house. Very interesting. 6th house is the house of Virgo. So now we have Virgo at the table. And it is all about our day-to-day work, our routine, our health, well-being, our daily rituals. What does it say here? Contribution, organization, of course. Virgo is all about organization and details. Purification skills, apprenticeship, and method. So, surprisingly, a lot of people don't know, you know, they think that 6th house is really boring because it's work and daily routines, what time we get up, what time we go, how do we commute to work, what do we do. But a lot of people forget it's not just about the job. It's just not just about the work we do. It is actually about how do we make room in our routine for our mental, physical, emotional well-being. That's what the 6th house is. And I'm really picking up that you're going to see a lot more synchronicity, especially like next to Jupiter over here. The more you make a time for yourself, the faster you heal, the stronger your intuition becomes, and the more Jupiter brings the right opportunities to you. This may also be with the 6th house showing up. You may have Scorpio rising because Jupiter is in Aries right now, which is the 6th house for Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio rising, this is an excellent time to start a new health and fitness regimen, okay? Let's say you've been thinking about running for a long time and you haven't done it, or if you're starting a new diet, or if you're like getting into essential oils or a meditation practice, anything like that. If you start that now with Jupiter in Aries and you pay attention to your 6th house personal health matters, it's gonna bring you results like you've never seen. Because Jupiter in Aries, like really, if it's your 6th house, if Aries is your 6th house and Jupiter is sitting there, it's your fitness routine is going to show the most results ever. Of course, it can also surface health issues, but I'm not picking that up because we have the safe home and new beginnings, and you know, all the truth may come out about something for you, right? So if you honor and accept that truth and work on it, it's going to bring you a lot of results and very quick results. Okay, let's see what are the final 2 oracle cards. We have the Ring. So there is a ring is about, you know, again, proposal. It's about commitment. It's about long-term. I'm thinking like way of being. So with the 6th house, there may be some long-term changes that you're now making, and this lifestyle is going to be with you for a long time. Okay, this is a major pivot. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, and lilies. You have a lot of flowers, guys. I was picking that up, of course, in this card as well. There are flowers here as well. And with the safe home, we're talking about Gaia and more greenery. And then you have the apothecary showing up over here. You have the rose and the lilies. Was it this pile that I asked you to plant? Maybe it was the last. Like, my mind is getting all jumbled up in so many messages. But with the rose and the lilies is all about harmony and peace and prosperity. It can also indicate prosperity in our career. So growth in career is also possible. And with the ring, it is a contract. It is a long-term, literally contract. This can be marriage, proposal, relationship, or it can be a new job, okay? Or a new way of living. So the new chapter for you is growth and abundance and peace and prosperity in all of these areas, where your health will be, your mental well-being will be great, your job is going to look great, there's going to be fewer obstacles, you're going to really feel safe. And some of you maybe like with this over here, maybe converting to work from home, that's going to make you feel a lot more balanced in your sixth house, in your day-to-day routines. And maybe, you know, you surround yourself with flowers. It's just like the energy is very, very, it's very sweet and very high vibrational, I would say. So really a lot of harmony coming, and it's coming for here to stay is what I'm hearing. Okay, because we have the ring here. Ring is always about commitment and long term. It's not just a phase, okay? It's a whole new life stage. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to share. Let's use tarot. What does my pile 2 need to hear about this new chapter, Spirit? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? My pile 2. My gems, my diamonds. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Some of you getting married. We have the safe home, we have the 4th house showing up over here, we have the 6th house, and we have the 4th house again. 4 of Wands. This is a minor arcana for marriage. This is also the 4 of Wands, 1111, awakening, lining up to your true purpose, to your authentic self, and of course, celebration and happiness in the home and family arena. So there is a lot of peace and harmony coming into the home sector. Again, reunion with a parent or parents, healing of the parents or paternal topics is coming through as well, but a lot of happiness and celebration in the home sector. You have the 9 of Wands. Let's get 2 more and then we'll talk about this. But wow, 4th house energy. Beautiful. We have the 2 of Wands. Let's get 1 more. Woo. Are we gonna get 2 more? Okay. We have the Chariot. Win, win, win. We have victory. And where's the other one? And we have the Hanged Man. Pisces showing up again. So Cancer. Oh my gosh. Do you guys have Cancer or Pisces placements? We have Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer. What? Okay, and I picked up Scorpio as well for you. So water signs are pretty prominent water for you. And I feel like, you know, water softens earth. That's what brings greenery and flower and crops and everything grows. And that's why I'm getting this heart chakra emotional abundance as well for you. Maybe some of you are like really trying gardening for the first time. So do comment below if that's the case. Drop me some flower emojis. But we have the Chariot and the Hanged Man. Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here. Let's see. Your pile is getting more cards, so you need more messages because I haven't been talking enough. Okay, so what Spirit wants you to know. Look, this is a time, as I said, it may have felt with the 9 of Wands over here that things have not been moving for a very long time, okay? Because the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. This is the stage where we feel that we've been putting in a lot of hard work. We've been like working, bearing a lot of burdens, and we're not seeing the results. But this is the 9. This is the point where you don't give up, because you're so close to your goal. Okay, for some of you, I'm hearing you may have been like saving money to buy a home, maybe your first home or moving homes, something like that. And you know, you're almost there because the first card that popped out was the 4 of Wands. Okay, so that's for some of you. But for most of you, this has been a cycle. The cycle that's ending and the new cycle that's beginning is like, you're finally getting the rewards of your labor, okay? There's no longer carrying very heavy burdens. You are coming into very celebratory time. Now, with, of course, with the Chariot over here, you're gonna come out victorious. Like whatever this new multiple beginnings you're having, you are going to charge ahead. You're gonna come out on top, no matter what, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. What with these two energies though, what I'm getting, the 2 of Wands and the Hanged Man, it's like this is where the subtle balance is going to come in, and the Spirit is asking you, look, you are at a fork in the road, okay? And as we said, it's a plural. There may be multiple options available to you. Just remember, there is no right path or wrong path. There is the right path and the long path, okay? There is nothing such as wrong path or wrong turn you can take in life. Because remember, we talked about the construct of time, that you are working on your own unique timeline. So stop comparing your timeline to others. So don't think if you took a different turn in life that now you're regretting, like, oh, that took me the wrong way, it took forever, and, you know, by this time it could have been at this title or this life stage. No, that's the ego talking. That's the society talking. That's the programming, the matrix talking, okay? The spirit is saying, when you get options, make a choice. Don't linger, but make a choice from your intuitive point of view, from your truth. Tap into your truth, okay? There's, you know, when you have multiple options, each will have pros and cons. What is your personal cost versus benefits? Which would you choose that'll bring you happiness, but not bring you a level of status so you can prove yourself to others? Okay, so there's a slight balance. That's what comes over here. And this showing up is a confirmation that you have the discernment, you have the ability to differentiate between the two. I was like, what's an ego-driven and what's an intuition-driven decision? So take that into account as you make your decision. But the other thing is, like, you're gonna have to move quickly, okay? Whatever opportunities present, don't linger too long, because that's when this becomes stale. That's when the Two of Wands, instead of like multiple opportunities, turns into a stalemate situation, because we're just taking way too long to act on it. So this is an energy of action, but use your intuition to take the action, okay? All right, so Spirit, what's the advice for my pile 2? We're almost there, guys. This reading is going to be long, but we're almost there. I still have another pile to do. I love it, though. I love it. The messages are pouring in, so I hope these are helpful. So what is the advice? Look at that, 7 of Cups. I'm saying plural, plural. Multiple things are coming to you. Multiple things. Let's see. What is the advice for my group 2, Spirit? 2 more cards, please. I'll just take the ones face up. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, there's the money. There's that seed that we're planting. Actually, you have so many options to plant those seeds. So let's get 1 or 2 more. Or not. I guess not. As I say that, this one flies out. So we have the 7 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Very interesting energies. Again, for home, you have to drop me some home emojis if this is like literally some of you getting married, starting a family, moving homes, or starting a new business, because what Spirit is advising you is like, look, you literally can have multiple things. You can manifest many, many things in your life. Start by planting 1 seed. This is going to grow. This is going to grow into 4 and then multiples, okay? The main thing here is like tapping into your inner childlike energy. Again, what brings you joy? And with the peacock here, really it's like trusting your inner light, because peacock is very beautiful bird, but sometimes, you know, can underestimate themselves or be sad about how ugly their feet are, okay? So this is also like a symbol of ascension, which is like we realize how truly beautiful we are, but not from a place of ego. So we have to trust that inner calling and know that each one of us is beautiful in our own way, but we have a light to shine. This pentacle is like throwing rays out. It's really shining. So of the opportunities that are presented to you, use your intuition and start by planting one seed that's going to grow. Now with the Four of Pentacles, again, this is confirmation that things are going to be stable. You're coming into a very stable time in your life, a very safe and stable time in your life. So continue to trust that. Continue to trust that. It's going to be, I mean, the home and family front is looking really, really solid for you guys. So that's what the next chapter really is. So any final advice for pile 2, Spirit? Persevere. You have the Strength card that flipped out, and that is it. And as I turn the deck, the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. So you have the Sun and the Strength card, both Leo energies showing up. Again, things are coming into a very, very bright and prosperous time. The Sun is the most happiest card in tarot. Talks about abundance, and then look, we're seeing the entire wheel, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is turning. This is a time where you're coming into a positive period in your life where things are going to be abundant and just really fun and peaceful and very stable for you. Continue to tap into your inner strength because you have persevered. You've been resilient through a long time. It is time to come out and shine because these are both Leo energies. Leo talks about being center stage, taking the center stage, not being shy, going back to what we talked about here with Jupiter in Pisces, like come out and shine. Where are you shrinking yourself? So stop shrinking yourself in order to fit into your environment, okay? All right, group 2, let's get you one final message from Ganesha Oracle. Let's see what we have, what Ganesha wants to say to pile 2. Oh, 2 cards. Okay, we'll take them both. Wow. Oh my goodness, you have number 1 beginnings. What? I'm telling you, there are multiple new beginnings, and you have to comment below, please, pile 2. You have new beginnings. New beginnings, this whole reading is about new beginnings. So that's number 1. You're definitely coming into new beginnings. Open up to that. Maybe like a very new relationship. Health and well-being is popping out over here. And then you have number 21, reduces to a 3, which is determination. So you had 3 showing up. That may be your angel number. Look up on it. I did a reading on repeating numbers a while ago, so maybe you want to read that or go through that, or just read up on 333. Those are showing up prominently for you, and also 444, because you have 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. You have the 4th house energy with the safe home showing up as well. So those may be like major universal signs for you. But determination, okay, this is similar to the Strength card, to the Chariot energies. Like, you know, don't give up, stay determined, continue on this path. You will create the safe sanctuary, and if you're starting a new health routine, stay determined on that, because Jupiter is going to bring you results. It's going to show you results in this area, okay? So enjoy these new beginnings. Do comment below what they are. I would love to know about this. And I hope the messages helped you. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to grow this community and would like to have your help on that. So wish you much love, light, and positivity. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. This is for those of you who chose the 3rd oracle card, which is the Poet. Very, very interesting and very different vibe from the first 2 piles. So this is pretty much tapping into your intuition and into your creativity. So you see like the crystal ball here? It looks like a crystal ball to me, and this is your inner light. It's almost like this new beginning is gonna come from a form of expression, your internal expression, because the Poet is all about, you know, having our throat chakra really activated. So some of you, just watch if you're having, because there's also a lot of blue and a lot of yellow. So confidence is key. You're coming into a phase of life where you're going to be very confident in how you express yourself. For others of you, this new beginning is pretty much into something that you've been trying to create. This could be like a YouTube channel, maybe setting up your Instagram shop, or, you know, TikTok, whatever, Facebook, any, or like a blog, or maybe you've been thinking of writing a book, or literally, writing poetry. That's possible, right? Any form of expression is gonna take shape and is gonna take off now, or starting now. This is the new phase you're coming into. Now, what you're being called to do is actually, there may be a lot of ideas coming to you, because like the birds and the air element, it's a lot of intuitive hits that may be coming to you. So keep a journal handy, or your notebook, or your phone, and take notes on it. Keep noting those ideas, because this is probably a time where you'll see a huge shift and growth in your creative expression. Okay, so you may be getting a lot of ideas in your sleep, or just like, daydreaming. You may be getting a lot of ideas, but trust these ideas. This is literally giving me the crystal ball, the oracle. So trust the oracle within is what I'm hearing. And with the yellow, really come out and express, because the world needs to hear you. The world needs to see your art, your craft, your creative expression. So tap into your solar plexus and come out and share, because it's going to actually help other people as well. Okay, so this is not the time to kind of be shy about expressing yourself, but come out, trust the oracle, share the oracle and the wisdom within. That is the creative spark that you have. Very interesting. So let's see what we have. We have quite a few oracle cards that I've already pre-pulled, so we'll look into those. A lot of decks wanted to talk today, so the reading today is quite long, and I hope I don't lose my voice. But let's see what we have, what this new beginning is. But there's definitely, you're being called to tap into some form of creative expression, whatever form that is for you. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have delight. Ooh, look at the bird. Again, air element, throat chakra. So some of you could even be painters, because this looks like a beautiful painting. I mean, I don't know if you can pick up, this is like on a canvas. There are like those grid marks on it. So this new phase of life is actually going to be a sense of freedom is coming through with this. Like, you're going to feel, if you've been like wanting to express yourself a certain way, this new phase or this new beginning is actually going to make you take flight. Okay, and it's going to be a very joyous time, because you're no longer holding yourself back. Like, you're no longer hiding your skills, no longer hiding your point of view, hiding your artistic expression. So you're taking flight, and it's, as I said, it's not just for you. Like, the bird is free, of course. The bird loves to fly. The bird is free to go wherever. But think of the people who watch the birds. Okay, it brings them delight as well. It brings them joy as well, because there's so much abundance and beauty excuse me, in nature. To see the bird fly, it brings a sense of freedom to even the people watching, right? And that's why I feel like you have a collective impact. Maybe you've been thinking of a passion project, of launching something, and maybe you've been working on it for years. Who knows, right? For a lot of people, it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of years and a lot of trust in the process to help them take flight. So that's what I feel you're coming into. But your impact is not just like your expression. It is actually, you probably don't see it now, but your expression is going to impact the collective as well. Okay, so this is something that needs to be shared with the world, and you'll know what this is. And don't keep yourself small, and don't have like the definition of your world be like your family or your cousins or your friends or your neighborhood. I'm hearing online. So tap into technology, tap into ways and how you want to take this expression a bit outwardly, okay? And it could be something like a social media post to begin with. I don't know, that's the sense that I'm picking up. Those are the messages I'm getting, okay? So it'll be different for each and every one of you. Okay, we have wisdom, the owls. Look, more birds. More birds. So something is taking flight. Either your online business is taking flight, but this one says, on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. What day is it that I'm recording? I'm recording it on a Tuesday. Okay, so that's interesting. So very soon, literally very soon, just around the corner, some idea is going to take flight. I mean, that's all I got to say, but you got to tap into your, that's where the crystal ball comes in, right? The oracle wisdom. Didn't that term come through? Yeah. So there is some wisdom within that needs to be expressed. You have to trust it, you have to share it with the world, and be confident. And if you're not confident, just fake it till you make it, okay? Find a way of expressing yourself despite your inhibitions, is what I'm hearing, because you're really underplaying how much wisdom you have and how much inner expression there is, how much healing it can bring to the world, okay? So let's see what we have. We have dhyana. Okay, this is a very meditative state that you're being called to practice meditation. And then we have bhakti, devotion. So bhakti is devotion. Okay. As I said, some of you have been working on this for a really long time. You've been putting a lot of focus on it, like pretty much laser focus on this thing and devoting yourself to this art. Please write below what this is, because I feel like this could be, let's say, as I said, some online shop that you've been trying to create, or a lifestyle that you've been trying to create, or you know, a book that you've been trying to write, a channel you've been trying to start, any form of creative expression that you've been working on for a while. It is ready to be presented to the world. That's what we're hearing. So stay devoted to it, okay? Stay devoted. Have your focus on it, full focus on it, and trust your wisdom. This is going to bring you a lot of joy, okay? Let's see. Ooh, you had an extra card here. Okay. Let's see how we're going to fit this all. Maybe I can go up here. Okay. We have Mars in Cancer, 4th house. Looks like competition with action on that. We have, again, Mars in Aries, 1st house, impulsiveness. So you may have strong Mars placements in your chart. Some of you may be Scorpios, or what's the other one that Mars rules? I don't know. And then we, oh my gosh, Mars again. And Mars in Capricorn in the 10th house, authority. Okay, let me digest this. Let me soak this in. What is Spirit trying to say? Oh my goodness. Okay. Some of you maybe are starting like an online business from home. And the reason I say is, like, when we have the astrology wheel, the 1st house is right here, the 4th house is at the bottom, and the 10th is on the top. Okay? This is something, it's your idea. It's the 1st house energy. It is something that you have been wanting to do. And I'm saying working from home because we have the 4th house showing up over here, and then we have the 10th house showing up over here. Okay, so for some of you, if you've been trying to establish a business from home and it's not been working out, you will finally find a way to make it work. You will create a space for yourself. You know, get creative about it. You don't have to have like a big house. You don't have to like have a lot of space, but you can literally create like a small tiny area that is just dedicated to the space. And whatever happens in the 4th house affects our 1st house, our self-expression, our identity, and it affects our 10th house as well. So there may also be some let's say a little bit of, in the past you may have experienced some criticism from the parental figure. I would say the masculine parental figure in your family, where, you know, they may not have seen the, I don't want to say value, but that's what's coming through, the value of your art or your expression. Okay, this is like strictly my creative pile, or my intuitive piles, where your philosophy, your form of expression, or your belief system just did not gel with your parental figure, or with a paternal parental figure, or a masculine parental figure in your home. That stuff is clearing out. There is clearing out of arguments in the home and family arena. It is letting you like charge ahead, changing your self-expression, changing how you perceive yourself and how you portray yourself to the world. And that, of course, in turn is changing your social status. The 10th house is a social standing. You're taking action on actually building a status for yourself. This is very, very strong energy. You may have strong Aries was the other sign. Of course, duh. So Aries or Scorpio placements, or very strong Mars placements. You may have Mars in the 10th house, like right at the top. That's possible as well. Comment below if that's the case. But you're finally putting action into this craft or this creative endeavor that you wanted to create. It's really opening up for you now. Let's see what we have. 8th house, intimacy. So 8th house is investments, contracts. This is death and rebirth. 8th house is also the house of shared resources. So this can talk about loans, financing, banking, or even inheritance, okay? Because the family is coming through as well for you. So inheritance, coming into money, getting some mortgages or loans approved, like financing for your business getting approved, bonuses or new contracts that come through. Okay, so there's some new contracts are coming through with the 8th house as well. It is a Scorpio house, so you could be Scorpio rising or Sun, Moon, or rising, either of those. But it really talks about tapping into our subconscious, because 8th house is the house of the underworld. It's the house of the subconscious. It's our darkest, I may not have to say darkest, our deepest desires. What do we want to create? How do we want to express ourselves? It's also sex and intimacy, and what is our creative expression? What is our physical expression? All of that comes into this 8th house. So there is a shift in your energy and how you express yourself. What does intimacy mean to you? What does your deepest desire look like when you express it? So maybe some of you are creating some very specific art around that sort of expression, okay? Take it as it fits. But that's being activated for you at this point. Let's see the final oracle cards. We have clouds, and then we have the letter. Look, more writing. So some delays are lifting. The clouds talk about delays in 𝗪𝗵𝘁. They talk about delays, things being gray, things being blocked and barred. And that's what we talked about. Like that sort of shift is happening for you. Things are changing. You are taking flight. And remember to follow. Like there's so many birds over here as well. Maybe you have like owls or crows or ravens or some other bird like doves as your totem animal. If so, just read up on them, because different animal guides show up for us at different points in our life, when the type of lesson and the type of wisdom that we need from them. So maybe owls could be that for you. But this gray time, I feel life is changing now. And with the letter here, this almost like, again, going back to the 8th house is just like staring at me literally. This could be an application or an approval or an inheritance that you may have been waiting on. So some sort of offer, some sort of message is coming through. It's opening the door for you, okay? Some news that you have been waiting on is finally going to come through and help you begin this new chapter. Again, for some of you, I really feel this could be like a loan or some sort of financial approval that could come through. But as we said, this could also be you expressing yourself. This could be, maybe you've had a creative block for a long time, and now this is kind of coming through. Oh gosh, my computer wants to restart. Let me just, we're good for now. So see, there's like some blockers are being lifted, and you're finally able to tap into your creativity and express yourself. Because this could be writing a book, this could be painting, as we talked about over here, this could be poetry, this could be any art form that you felt was blocked and now is getting lifted. Okay, all right, so Spirit, what does pile 3 need to know? What do they need to know about this new beginning? See what we have. Help me tap into pile 3 and their new beginning. This creative expression. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? But this is like go time, like with 3 Mars cards showing up here like this for you. This is go, go, go. Don't sit on this any longer. I'm not going to take those. They didn't feel right. So the first one did. Let's see what we have. We have the Page of Swords, more air energy, expression. Expression is coming through again. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What do they need to know? Wow. New beginning. New expression, speech, clarity, Ace of Swords. What do they need to know? What is my pile 3 need to know, Spirit? We have the Hanged Man, Major Arcana, Pisces energy. Let's get one more. Or 2 more. Okay. We have the Hermit, Virgo, and then we have the Ace of Cups. Look at that Ace of Cups. With the goldfish and the koi fish and you know, like phases of the moon. See, this is what it's telling me with the clouds and the phases of the moon. The time for slow dark period is now coming to an end for you. Okay, this is very similar to what we've been talking over here with the crystal ball, with the Hermit showing up over here. This is again, Spirit wants you to know that you, whether you see yourself that way or not, you do possess a lot of internal creativity. Okay, like literally this light has been hiding within you for a long time, and it's like, and I say that because it came out right with the Hangman. Okay, so what Spirit wants you to know, this is time to express your heart fully. This is time to speak clearly, express your and if this is not art, okay, if this is not communication, if this is not any of those poets and writing and, you know, blogging, any of those things, maybe this is finally speaking the truth to yourself, like writing in your journal who you want to be. What is your form of expression? Because that could be coming here as well with the Ace of Swords. But this is clarity of thought, clarity of how we want to live our life. And with the Page of Swords, this is a new beginning. Pages are really fresh. They are, you know, they're my interns. when I look at the page energy, it's all about following life just with the viewpoint of an intern. And an intern is very eager to learn. They'll do any job, you know, in the office because they want to just soak up the energies. They want to soak up the wisdom from those around them. They are not afraid to learn, and no job is too small for them, right? And that type of enthusiasm, that type of energy usually comes when you're starting out new. You know, once we have been on the journey, once we've been, like, let's say that intern gets a job and they've been on the job, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you know, they can become jaded. They no longer have that spark. They no longer have that drive to continue to learn. And then, you know, that's when, you know, you have reached a peak where nothing really excites you, and then you look for new expressions. And that's what Spirit is saying, is like, be that intern, bring that outlook, you know, have that outlook where be willing to learn on this new journey. Yes, it's going to be something new because you haven't done this before. Okay, with the Ace of Sword, you haven't really expressed yourself this way before, but Spirit is really saying, you waited on this a long time. Come out and express it, and you'll bring you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness is what you're going to get as you come out of it. Now, this is time for you to look at the moon cycles. The shadow period is coming to an end. It is time to come out and shine. That's what I'm hearing. Again, the delight in the Ace of Cups. This is going to bring you a lot of joy, and I'm also getting it's going to bring other people a lot of joy and delight as well. Just like as we talked about the bird and how that little bird, it brings happiness to so many people. So we have the 5 of Wands. We have another page, the Page of Cups. Let's Let's get some more. What's the advice for my pile 3 spirit? The Knight of Cups. Look at the cups. Look at the joy coming out. Wow. And we have the Fool, the ultimate new beginning. Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to put this one here. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So the advice for you from Spirit Pile 3 is really, first of all, 5 of Wands, stop bothering about what other people say. Okay, there's actually no need to engage with these people because they're just confused admirers. Okay, you're always going to have critics, whether or not you're an artist. You're always going to have critics surrounding you. What Spirit is saying is it's your job not to bother. Absolutely not to bother. Rather have this childlike energy with the Page of Cups. Be fresh, be happy, be content with your single cup that you're just starting out with, because guess what? You are growing, you're graduating from being a page to a knight. There is progression here, okay? No matter what others say, no matter what people tell you, no matter what your critics say, you are on a growing path. You are growing through this journey. This is, again, something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. I'm hearing that your heart will be full. It will be full on this journey. And then absolutely, you're really being called to trust the process, keep faith, take a leap of faith. And look at that. This is all the planetary or the zodiac elements showing up over here again, right? So the sun, the moon, and the stars, you know, Spirit is backing you up, okay? Everything is going to line up in place the more you tap into this creative endeavor and the more you trust yourself and your journey, and that you're going to make it no matter how new it feels to you. Ignore these, silly critics who don't know. They're just envious, or they're just confused admirers because you're following your intuition, and they choose to ignore their inner wisdom, okay? All right, so with that, my beautiful pile 3s, my poets, metaphorically speaking, let's see what is the final message from or advice from Ganesha. Ganesha is the Lord of Destroyer of Obstacles. So let's see on this new beginning, what does Ganesha want to tell you? We have courage. Ooh. Do you see when I was talking about the yellow here with the solar plexus? It's the courage and the confidence. So Ganesha wants you to be courageous on this journey, okay? Again, ignore the critics, ignore what others say, find the courage, charge ahead. You have a lot of Mars energy showing up for you. So this is the time to go, go, go. Fake it till you make it. It's okay. The moment, be the intern. The intern does have to fake it a few times before they master something, okay? They always have a smile on their face because, they're really trying to get by in a group of people who are very experienced, or let's say more experienced than them, than the intern. They still make it. They still have the courage to show up. They still have the courage to learn and grow from it. So that's just an example, again, because so many pages are showing up over here, but pages are also all new beginnings. You have ace, ace, page, page, growing into a knight, tapping into your intuition and taking that leap of faith. So have courage. Everything will fall into place. Okay, now is the time when old cycles are ending, the clouds are disappearing, and you'll be able to take flight and bring a lot of joy. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 3. I hope this helped. If you like the reading, do give it a big thumbs up. Turn on the notifications, the bell notifications. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and help me grow this beautiful community. I would really appreciate that. With that, I wish you much love, light, and happiness, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.